So far you've created 3 tiles. You've created a floor tile and 2 wall tiles, a junction and an east-west wall tile. And I'm going to give you a kind of a preview as to why these how these tiles work, basically. So I'm going to go to File, I'm going to click New, and I'm going to create an image that, for the sake of it, let's put 500 by 500. This is just a test. It's just a practice and experiment, just to give you an idea of how these tiles are going to be used. And click OK. I'm going to go to File and Save As, and I'm going to save this file in the same place that I have kept my tile assets. So I'm navigating to where I've put my game assets, and I'm just going to call this test-map, right? And I'm going to click Save. I'm going to bring my my save dialog in a bit so I can see the save button. I'm going to click Save. And imagine this being the whole map itself. It's 500 pixels by 500 pixels, so you can get about, I would think, 7, 8 tiles on this. Along the x-axis and along the y-axis. So, plain background. We're not going to touch any of these tools until a little later on. But now I'm going to go to File, Open as Layers. And when I do that, because I've saved this in my Assets folder, all of the tiles that I've created so far are here. So I'm going to click Tile Floor XCF, and this is my floor tile. When I do that, it brings this tile floor in that we've created previously. Now, when I right click and duplicate layers, it creates a new copy of Tile Floor XCF. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to pull that up just to the right there, and I'm going to press M. Now I've got this copy here. I'm going to press M, and you'll notice the cursor changes, and I'm going to click and hold my left mouse button, and I'm going to drag that tile, and I'm going to position it bang next to my first tile. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit, scroll across. I'm going to right click again, duplicate layers, and it's made a copy. I'm already got my move selected, but you can press M to select it, to the move tool. I'm going to drag it right next to my existing tile. When I carry on doing this, I can build a whole map using these individual tiles. Now I'm going to bring in my wall junction by going to File, Open as Layers, and I'm going to pick Wall Tile Junction. And you'll see it's brought it in above my tile, one of my floor tiles. That's no problem. No need to panic. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. I'm going to click it. I've got the move tool selected. I'm going to click it, and I'm going to move it to there, corner to corner. Yeah. And then I am going to bring in my east and west tile by going to File, Open as Layers, Wall Tile East West, and it brings it in as a layer here, and it's brought it in over my floor tile, but that again is no problem. I'm going to move it, and it lines up perfectly with my junction. So I'm going to scroll out a little bit more. Then I'm going to right click, and I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to duplicate the east-west wall. I'm going to duplicate it again. I'm going to drag it across. And now you can see you've got that sort of tile. You've got the floor tiles here, and then you've got a wall. And they all fit perfectly, and you can build an entire map just by bringing in these individual tiles and positioning them. Now, when we finally put the whole map together, I'm going to show you another neat trick to force some perspective here, which to make it look like it really is a wall. It kind of does right now, but the trick I'm going to show you later on will really make it look like a wall. But you can see how now this map is going to take place, how it's going to be built and put together. The next tile we're going to create is a sort of a north-south wall, and then we're going to create a kind of a cap to fit on the wall, so it's got like a defined edge. But once you've done that, you've got a full set of tile assets that you can use to create a map.